Well, hello there people, here you are with Dan in Essex UK, and the weather is absolutely cracking today, really nice and warm. So today I'm going to be making an update video showing you a few things and talk about a few little things I've got coming up on this channel. So let's make a start. Now, we'll just talk briefly about the grapes. So many of you are probably finding that your grapes are coming into ripening now. So this Lakemont seedless, right, you can see the grapes have made a good size, so really just regularly check your grapes, you know, every day to see how the ripening is coming on. The warm weather we've had here has really helped with them, so that's a great thing. Now, if you take this bunch here, this may ripen before one at the back. So try grapes, some individual bunches, so that you pick them in order of ripeness, and I think that's a great way of getting a longer harvest over a longer period of time. Right, now, these squashes here, so these are patty pan squash, variety Bennings Green Tint, okay? Now, you can see that they're made a nice size, so this is actually ready for picking. You pick these when they're about this size or smaller. You don't need to let them get too big, and if you do that, they will keep coming. So there's a lot of history attached to these sorts of squashes, dating back to the Native Americans eating them and Europeans for quite a long period of time. So quite historical and a nice taste as well. Now down here, so one of the things that, I'll just show you this. So this one's making a good size here, okay, and this one here, when they're small, they look a bit like flying saucers, like that one and that one there, and you can see them coming all over the show there. You can in fact pick them like that, and they're just really nice. Another one there as well, really lovely. If one was a better cook than me, I imagine they could be stuffed. Yeah, so one of the issues that people quite often have or raise when growing squashes is they can take up a lot of space, and you don't get that much of a crop for the amount of space they take up. But these ones, Bennings Green Tint Patty Pan, they're quite a small compact plant, a bit like a marrow or a courgette. So if you've only got a small space, or if you want an interesting crop and a nice big yield for a plant that only takes up a small space, this could indeed be the one for you. So Bennings Green Tint Patty Pan Squash. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about my upcoming grafting project, which I will be carrying out next year in late spring. So what we've got here is, or late winter, early spring, whenever, depending on how the weather goes. Now, what I've got here is some rootstocks, okay, which is a good way to propagate fruit trees, because if you grow things like apples, whatever, from seed, the chances of them being true to type are quite unlikely due to genetic diversity. So one of the best ways to propagate them is through grafting and or budding. So I'm going to be doing some grafting. So I've let these grow away. These are M27, okay, M27 rootstocks. I purchased them from Blackmore Nursery, which is a very dwarfing rootstock, okay, and I've got quite a few here. So with regards to grafting I've carried out in the past, I tend to get about a 60 to 80% success rate. I've got a playlist on grafting, check it out if you would like to know more about it. So you can see this apple tree I've got here, which is actually behind the polytunnel by the fence here. Of course, this was here. I planted it before I put the polytunnel up some time ago. So this tree I actually grafted myself, and it's a really nice tree. It's grown very well. It's on a more vigorous rootstock than the ones you saw earlier, but it had a crop on it this year, and I'm going to leave it here and grow it probably as a cordon up against this fence panel here. Now, I didn't make a note of what variety it is. I think it's Cox or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know what variety it is. So if you do your grafting and your budding, make sure you make a note of what varieties you're propagating. Okay, so many of you are probably aware that I'm very fond of the company realseeds.co.uk. I'll put the link in the description box below. I suggest you check them out and have a good look at their website, okay? Some lovely information on there and a nice company as well. So realseeds.co.uk. Now, I've actually got some seeds that I've ordered from them, and they arrived the other day. So what I'm going to do eventually is do like a seed haul video, so you can see the process, you can see the sort of direction I'm going to be going with regards to sowing next year. I often find this is a good time of year to buy seeds for the next year before the rush comes, so that you have got what you want, okay, and you can just keep them until the time is right to sow them. Okay, so I know that the majority of you know this, but these are literally growing day by day here, even though I'm picking them and getting a meal out of them, okay? So nice deep watering, okay? I gave this a really good deep watering the other day. If you've got enough water, if you do it about 2 or 3 times during the week, at this time of year with the nice warm temperatures as well, the growth is really coming on well. So if you do that, you can get these a good size before the days get shorter and the temperatures get cooler, because this will slow growth down. You want them a nice good size before the winter comes. Okay people, so there you go, just a few things going on around here, loads to come. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe, and you can always check me out on Dan_Home Gardens on Instagram if indeed you're interested. See you next time, and thank you very much for viewing.